St. Thomas has this fantastic discussion in the Summa, which I'm sure you've read. He says that the priest doesn't ask God to turn the bread into his body. He actually commands the bread to turn into the body of Christ. And so when he says, this is my body, what happens is, he says, by the vis sacramentis, by the force of the sacrament, the body of Christ becomes present. And then by real concomitance, the soul, blood, and divinity are also present. Then when he consecrates the wine into the blood of Christ, by the vis sacramentis, by the force of the sacrament, it becomes the blood of Christ. And then, by real concomitance, the body, soul, and divinity are present. By the force of the sacraments, what happens is you cause the splitting of the species sacramentally. That's how it participates in the Calvary sacrifice, where the blood of Christ was separated from the body. And so that's actually what ends up actually happening there. That very act, which was the act of atonement before God, it was the act of the humanity of Christ, in which the second person of the Trinity, absolute perfect worship is rendered to God. And so in the end, it's the consecration that renders the Mass. It's the most important thing, because it's the thing that renders worship to God above all. The fact that the people are sanctified is a secondary cause. It's why one of the reasons God instituted it, but it's also to recognize the fact that God created man for the sake of perfect worship, and this comes through the humanity of Christ.
And if what Reese says is correct here, that the community is more important than the transubstantiation, he doesn't use the word transubstantiation here, which is weird,
Right.
but if what he says is true, and that is our assumption, then the priest should turn around and face the community, because they're the priority. The church should be round. And the priest, his primary focus should not be on the Holy Trinity. It should be on the community, because the community is primary.
Yeah, if you accept his premise.
Right.
And I'm sure you've heard that joke. What are the two things that don't change in a Jesuit's Mass?
Wow.
The bread and the wine.
Yeah.